Okay, I think we're live here now in the world's fastest studio. Sorry, I'm having some technical problems, guys. I just went on like a 2-hour rant about life and stuff. Anyways, I'm sorry for anyone I've ever offended in my videos. Sometimes when I'm not on my meds, I turn into a raving lunatic, and for that, I'm sorry. But the good news is today I'm on my meds, and we're getting paid. Boom. That's what's up. That's 2 weeks of hard work right there. And we're going to go get some cool stuff. We're gonna get some stuff for the truck and for you guys, and just something special about me and this truck. Something about running my first truck. You know, the ECX amp does not like this body. It does not like red. It likes green. But you know, its original body is all messed up. As you can clearly see. So I'm just like kind of, I'm kind of like pulling reins and like telling ECX like, this is your new body now. Deal with it. I like this body because we can officially rep Traxxas now because we have a Slash and I love it. So I feel that as a race team, it's not a problem that we interchange bodies. But ECX has a problem with it. ECX doesn't like it. It does crazy stuff when I take it out with this body. ECX doesn't like it one bit. ECX is furious. But going down the street, this thing looks cool. I'm repping the 805. I'm going fast in this thing. It's got red flames like it's on fires in the back. I mean, this thing just looks fast. And when it's going down the road, it looks sick because it's got a battery in it, and the front gets all low, and it just looks so sick. Red's not my favorite color or anything, but dude, I like this body. And plus, it's an important body to me because a good friend gave it to me. My neighbor up the street gave it to me. So Nick, if you're watching, man, peace. So he gave me this body and the green one, both the Traxxas ones. And those, I feel like those ones are playing out. So I'm just trying to do something different, And when this body gets played out, I'll probably make another body or put one of my old homemade bodies on there or something. I'm always mixing it up, keeping things fun, keeping it interesting. So, anyways, I'm starving right now. I gotta go do my morning cardio and get my morning breakfast and stuff. And today for breakfast, I'm eating raw Brussels sprouts, spinach, uh, celery, lettuce, and a tangerine. And if anybody knows how to cook up a sweet potato, tell me because I have no idea. We're gonna take this. We're gonna go have some fun. We're gonna see how fast we can spend this. Thanks for watching. God bless. Keep an eye on the studio for me, would you? OMG, guys, I'm back from a brutal mission. It was absolutely horrible. But I stayed positive and I didn't give up, and I'm back. And it was kind of successful, like halfway. There's more bad news. I won't be able to run again. I won't be able to run this beast for a little while. Because I just realized I'm going to have to go on a really long mission. I got to go see Sandy at the bank. And I got to go to Walmart and get a new tube for my bike. My bike. My bike has a flat. So anyone that's ever rode a bike and had a flat front tire, you know my pain. It's horrible. I wake up to it flat every morning, and then I pump it up as hard as I can, and then by afternoon it's flat again. I put like almost a whole bottle of slime into it. You know, that's the only thing holding it together. My bike is all different parts. It's like a Frankenstein bike, you know, some beast. I got different sizes and brands, tubes, rims. Basically, it's a vintage Huffy steel frame, 22-inch, I think. But it's got mountain bike front tires and hybrid rear tires. And somehow, miraculously, I put a mountain bike tube on a hybrid rim. Yeah. And then it had front and back uh, things. I took one off. The old Huffy's been highly modified, tweaked, and tuned and upgraded by me and the Bicycle Ninja. So it's not exactly your ordinary Huffy. It's pretty special. The original color was like root beer brown or something. Root beer color, I think. But I paint all my bikes like gunmetal black. I make them look like cheap pieces of crap, so no one will ever want to steal them. It's all my nice shiny bikes. They all got stolen. What are you gonna do? Let's say you're like me and you have places to go. You have to go places. You don't have a car or anyone to give you a ride, and you're all alone, but you have a vintage Huffy. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna ride a vintage Huffy or are you gonna walk? I don't like walking. Not great distances. It sucks. So I ride the heck out of that old Huffy. I ride the heck out of that thing every day. 5, 10, 20 miles. I'll probably ride at 30 today. I'm riding all over the place. So I basically just came to check in with you guys and say hi and to eat my breakfast and stuff. Check on this bad boy. And then see if figure out a game plan. I need a game plan for today. I have a lot of ground to cover and not much time to do it. I want to get it all done by 4 o'clock because it gets dark early here now. It gets dark at like 4:30, 5 o'clock now. See, that's the problem. I'm like Dr. Heckle and Mr. Hyde, you know. It's like when I'm on my meds, I'm mellow and tame and humble and stuff. And then when I get off my meds, I turn into a raving lunatic. I like to think of myself more like the Hulk because we have the same name and stuff, David. So I like to look at myself like the Hulk, the superhero, the Hulk, because like I have green eyes and I look like David Banner. I have the same color hair and everything, and I'm very mellow when I'm on my meds, or if nobody hurts me or makes me mad. But if I'm off my meds and somebody hurts me or makes me mad, I turn into the Hulk. My skin gets green. I rage. I Hulk smash. I do a bunch of things I later regret, but David Banner has no control over the Hulk. Okay. If you know your superheroes, you'll know that when David Banner is the Hulk, he has no control over the Hulk. And it's the same with me. You know, when I'm off my meds and I'm out there raging in the streets, it's like a fog. I don't remember any of it really until I watched it on video, and then I was like, whoa. The moral of the story is you don't piss off the Hulk, okay? Don't mess with the Hulk. Give the Hulk a little nod or a smile or tip your hat at the Hulk or say good day to you, Hulk, sir. Do not piss off the Hulk. Because Hulk smash. And what's neat is, you know, a lot of these fat loudmouth jerks, they give me a lot of grief, you know, for running RCs and just in general, you know. They think I'm just some nerdy RC enthusiast type guy, which I am. But there's also a whole other side of me that is the Hulk. So it's cute because you know, in the comic book The Hulk, you know, David Banner is constantly getting bullied and messed with by big, fat, ignorant, loudmouth idiots. And like him, I'm no different, you know. But it's funny, you know, guys that mess with me, ignoramuses I call them. Uh, you know, when they find out that I'm the Hulk, or that they see me Hulk up, or they hear about the legend of the Hulk, then yeah, they don't really mess with me that much anymore. And I can't blame them because you make me mad enough, and you know, you mess with the bull and you get the horns, people. You make me mad enough, and I will retaliate. You know, I'm mostly human. I have feelings and emotions, just like everybody else. But no more Mr. Nice Guy. You know, I've had it up to here with these haters. I'm not gonna take any more crap from anybody. If you're down with me, cool. If you're hating on me, you know, I'll hate back on you. Let's see how you like it. You know, if I find out you're a bully or you're a hater, you know, I stick up. I stick up for kids. I try to be the anti-bully. You know what I mean? Like when I see kids getting bullied around, I'll go up to the bully and be like, "What's up, dude? You're messing with my boy all wrong," you know. And because of reputation and stuff, literally nobody will mess with me. They call me Monster Man in my neighborhood. So, and I'm not killing people or anything like that, but I do defend myself. You know. And that flip is switched. And I'm pure adrenaline. I could be a hard person to deal with, you know. Everyone knows that. So for the most part, people mess with me. Sometimes I'm off my meds, I go out of line, and I mess with people, like I did yesterday, and that was all wrong. So to everyone I messed with yesterday, I'm sorry. All the apology letters are in the mail, okay? This is a public apology, live here on YouTube. World, I'm sorry for everything terrible I've done to you. Please forgive me, as I forgive you. Let's pray. Let's say our daily prayer. It's a good time as any. You guys ready for this? Feel free to pray along. Bow your heads. Think about God, Jesus, and say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever and ever. Amen. When it comes to me protecting myself on the street, nobody's ever really attacked me, nor I really attacked anybody. So, because of my reputation, I don't really have to street fight. But I don't street fight anyways, unless it's self-defense. That's different. But I would fight a hater in the octagon if he was in my weight class. I fight at anywhere from 160 to 175 pounds. You know? So, if you're a hater and you want to fight me, I'll fight you in the octagon. If it's a sanctioned UFC event, heck yeah. I'll fight anybody in my weight class in the octagon. And I won't street fight you, but if you come at me, I will defend myself. And I like to end street fights as quickly as possible, which means I'm going to break something or take something on you, and I'm going to submit you very quickly. I'm going to choke your lights out. A couple guys making mistakes and coming at me. I just grab them, throw them to the ground, put my knees on their arms. We just started raining hammer fists and elbows down on them. I mean, look at these elbows. I don't know if you guys have seen these elbows, but they're razor sharp. You better believe they do damage. They're strong and they cut. My knees are even ridiculously sharp. So, yeah, I practice martial arts in some form almost every day. Maybe I'll show you guys sometime, or I'll start a martial arts channel. Traditionally, though, I was trained in Kung Fu as a young man. So, as a kid, I took Kung Fu. Traditionally trained in Kung Fu. But these days, I consider myself pretty much a freestyle fighter. I mean, I use a little bit of everything. You know? I use moves that I like from all the different disciplines, you know? That's what Bruce Lee did. He took, you know, all the stuff he liked from all the different martial arts and kind of combined them into one art. You know, Jeet Kune Do, way of the intercepting fist. And that correlates with what I was talking about yesterday. That if you're good and you say your prayers every day and you believe in Jesus and God, and you ask Him to save you and fill you with His Holy Spirit, you could be faster. You could be faster than the haters. I know it, and Bruce Lee knew it too. And he built a whole martial arts around it. It's called Jeet Kune Do, way of the intercepting fist. The philosophy is, before a fight even starts, it's already over. That's how much faster you have to be than your enemy at all times. You have to be at least 100 moves ahead of your enemy at all times. Which is no easy thing to do. That comes with practice and discipline and meditation and stuff like that. You know, me, I go off my gut instincts, my heart, a feeling. You know, I do everything by feel. I do everything by feel. I drive by feel. I disc golf by feel. You know, I bike by feel. Just a feeling of your environment and your current situation and all the little factors that contribute to making your life. You know. Yeah, I do everything by feel. You know, it's like my music. Like I don't read music. I read tablature and I play by ear. I play by ear. So that's just me. That's just how I am. But it's also what separates me from everyone that are thinking about everything cerebrally, you know, and using their brain, trusting their brain way too much, and you know, trying to overthink and everything. You know, nah. Keep it simple. Just trust your instincts. Do it by feel. Your body knows what to do. Your heart knows where you need to go and where you need to be and what you need to do. Turn your mind off. Turn your brain off. Because your mind, your brain, your eyes, they can all deceive you. And they can all play tricks on you. I turn my mind off and go straight on heart and soul. Heart and soul. Body. But see, I couldn't get there's an alignment, the mind, the body, and the spirit, right? There's three things that have to be aligned for every human to have no peace, more or less, or to do it, to be right. Well, of course, like the front end of this truck, mine were all out of whack. And I thought I brought the mind and the spirit together, but my body was all out of whack. And then I started getting my body right, and that's where it started for me. And that's probably where it is for most people too. Get your body right first, and the mind and the spirit will follow. Get your body right. Your body's a temple. Eat right, exercise daily. I'm talking cardio. And when your body is right and you're in good shape, then it's funny. The mind and the spirit will follow. It's weird. I had no idea that it was in that order, but for me, that's how it is. I had to get my body right before my mind and spirit would even begin to cooperate in any way, which is weird. I know, I get that, but that makes it kind of tricky. Everything about the universe has a little catch or a little irony or a little trick. You can't just always take the direct approach to things. You usually actually can probably never take the direct approach to anything in life or in the universe. The direct approach almost always fails. Usually it's a three-step program. And with me, it is absolutely a three-step program. I'm talking about mind, body, and soul. I'm talking about God, Jesus, and Virgin Mary. I'm talking about the Holy Trinity. The Mother, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. Three. Simple. Three simple things. These are scary times we live in, folks. Anything can happen at any time, and I get that. But if you know God and you ask Jesus to fill you with His Holy Spirit and you ask Him to be your friend, then you will ultimately know zero fear. Why do you think I'm able to do the things I do with RC cars and on my other channels and gaming and stuff? Why do you think I'm able to do the unbelievable feats I'm able to do? Power of Jesus, straight up. I'm just doing God's work, God's servant. I'm David, Jesus' right-hand man, slayer of Goliath. It's me, your boy, Holler. Here on Earth, yo. What's up? All the Davids and Daves here on Earth are all great guys you can trust. I just gotta be extra good this time around if I want to ascend when it's all over. And I do. That's all I want. That's all I want. It's an eternity with God and Jesus in heaven. That's all I want. But the problem is, I'm so freaking miserable here on Earth that I am constantly considering killing myself. Plus, I got the constant depression. That doesn't help. I think ultimately being a good Christian means you're willing to suffer till the end. Die a slow and painful death of natural causes. And not being gay and not just being good, if I was gay, I'd be getting laid constantly because gay guys love me. So many gay guys want to be my boyfriend right now, but you know what? I'm not gay. I'm asexual. It makes me so mad though, because dude, gay dudes hit on me constantly, but girls never hit on me. Especially girls that I would be interested in. That makes me mad. Alright. Dudes are disgusting. I can never be attracted to another dude. Alright? Men are disgusting. And how do I know this? Because I am a boy and I am disgusting. So there you go. I mean, why would you be gay when you already have all the equipment you're after? I don't get it. I know it. I know I go into a deep depression when gay guys ask me out and stuff. I'm definitely straight. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna start dating again. So as soon as I get a steady girlfriend, all of this is gone. So enjoy it while you can, guys. Because first thing the new girlfriend's gonna do is make me sell all my RC stuff. For the most part, girlfriends hate RC. For the most part. I think it's safe to say that women in general hate RC. Okay, there are a few exceptions here and there, but for the most part, I think women hate RC. And let me tell you why. Females are all about getting attention from males. That is their existence. They're also extremely emotional creatures. So when you take that mixture of emotions and attention getting need, and you take something like RC that is so freaking cool that gets everybody's attention, especially all the guys' attention, which I am, then like girls don't like that because they want all the attention, right? So for the most part, women don't like RC. There are a few. There are a few girls in my family that really like RC. My mom hates it. My brother's wives hate it. My dad's wives hate it. My aunts hate it. But all the men in my family love RC. So the girl I do get serious with, she's gonna have to have a little respect for my passion. I don't know. I'm going after all the girls that don't make me vomit. You know, if I see a girl on the street that doesn't make me sick to my stomach, I'll probably go up and talk to her. But those don't come around here very often. Usually, pretty much all we got around here is uh, fat, ugly, sweaty Mexican chicks. Harry, Harry. I forgot Harry. And nothing against that, but that's not my cup of tea. I like thin, pretty, hot, blonde, blue-eyed girls. I like white girls. How do I know? Because I tried dating Asian girls and Mexican girls, and I never mess around with a black girl, nor would I ever. Um, but I messed around with enough girls to know that I do like white girls. Because out of all the girlfriends I had, the best ones have been white. So, I mean, ultimately they all cheated on me and broke my heart. But that's irrelevant, you know. The white ones I enjoyed being with the most. You know, the Mexican chicks are just too crazy, and Asian chicks are just too, you know, how they are. And I ain't messing with no black girls, not ever. No offense, black ladies or black people. Black women repulse me. The way they act and talk, and oh, but hey, to be not be racist, most people straight up with you. Most people in real life make me sick to my stomach. And it's not you, it's me. It's because I'm mostly a missing. You know, I mostly don't prove it. You know? And when I feel uncomfortable, the whole takes good. Just give me space, people. I just need just let it up there. Dang. What if here? These wires, they're beautiful. They're they're real close to the color of the engine, and they're basically the same. I think. I mean, I'm colorblind. Look at those red rims. So cool on there. Let me know. I glued them up. They're all glued up, bro. These last one is super cool. I've had those tires before. They're not bad. They don't last long on the street though. In dirt, they last a long time, but not so much on the street. I kind of want to save them for the dirt, rally stuff. Yeah, like these rock crawler tires got a lot of life left in them. Those red tires are cool. So I feel my job here on Earth is to educate and to inspire. And that's what a lot of you do for me, and that's what I'm trying to do back for everyone else, okay? I know I may not always come at it the right way, but I'm just trying to be as honest as possible with you. That's all. Trying to be honest about the way I feel about things and, my honest opinion, because, there's already too many liars and fake people out there, alright? Here at World's Fastest RC, we keep it raw, we keep it real, we keep it honest. We have integrity. We may not have money, we may not have 25 or 50 RCs like some guys, but we have quality vehicles, we have 3 world records, and we have the best driver ever, best race team ever, best mechanic ever, best mechanical engineer ever, best pit stops ever, best speedrun road ever. We're the best of the best. Undisputed world ultimate champions of RC. Alright? And I'm letting you guys take a sneak peek at what we do here. We break world records. Slash, you're the next one, bitch. Oh, you're going to be expensive. I'm going to have to put like $450 into the Slash to make it break a world record. You know what that means? You know what I got to do to make it 200 miles an hour? I'll tell you. Let me tell you. First thing I do is completely strip any extra weight I can off of it. Then the next thing I have to do is take a bolt on a 5th scale transmission and motor to the rear, because obviously no 8th scale motor is going to make the Slash go 200 miles an hour. Okay. Then the next thing I have to do is build a Nick Case style speedrun body for the Slash, which won't be very hard. And then I have to get the 8 scale GRPs, because those are the only ones that will hold over 100, right? I have to get those. We're talking big bucks here. For me to break a world record in a 2-wheel drive Slash, I think we still are the 2S champ, though. I mean, we were pushing a good 45, 50 on 2S. That's pretty good. So, I think I'm going to go to the bank. It's all the way across town. I got a long ride. I'm going to get a tube for my bike. I got all this stuff to do. It's ridiculous. All I want to do is run this, Now, look, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I have noticed this. Just the subtle and beautiful differences and personalities that I have in all the vehicles I run, in all 4 of them. You guys have seen all 4 of them run. I filmed all 4 of them running at the top level. And, I say I drive by feel, and I do. I drive by feel. So, the feeling that I get, even though it's the same exact motor. See, I took that same exact motor and ran it in 4 different vehicles, or 3, and I noticed the differences between the 3 vehicles. It's so cool. I can't explain it. Obviously, the Slash is real flippy because the high center of gravity. It's always flipping all over, but durable. And ECX amp just like just a Roomba, just And then it breaks after every 2 runs. Every other run it breaks. And the B4 is just like, I don't know how Team Associated could have possibly improved on the B4, but they've done it like 10 times now. They had the B4.1, the B4.2, the B4.3. They had the B5, the B5M, the B5ME. They had the then they came out the B6 and the B6D, And then they got all the magnificent road cars, the Apex and the TC4, the TC3s, I'm not even getting into the trucks. Team associated trucks are just as excellent. You got the SE10s and RC10Ts, everything Team Associated makes is just gold. I've been a huge Team Associated fan my entire life. As long as they've been alive, I've been a Team Associated fan. And I will always continue to love Team Associated. And there's statistics and science behind their greatness. But it's just, like I said, it's the feel. When I'm driving all these trucks, it's just like, it's just like, I'm a truck, But when I'm driving a Team Associated buggy, it honestly feels like I'm driving a Ferrari. Feels like I'm driving a Ferrari. Because I think Team Associated is the Ferraris of the hobby world. Because if you've ever driven a Ferrari, then you know that nothing on earth handles quite like a Ferrari. There's the same thing that can be said about the handling on Team Associated. I mean, I took a 15-year-old B4. I put an 8-scale brushless motor in it. I went 70 miles an hour down the street and cranked it full left with full dual rates. And you know what it did? It skidded out. Came to a stop. I was like, whoa, dude. Nothing beats Team Associated suspension. It's the best. If I attempt to do a full left or right turn on high dual rates with either one of my trucks, they're flipping. They're flipping 10 and 20 times. The Slash is way more flippy than the Amp. The Amp has an LCD chassis, thank God. I'm going to have to get one for the Slash one time because, the high center of gravity stuff is going to hurt my speed runs. You can't have nothing. Nothing can be high centered when you're freaking doing a speed run. You have to keep everything as low and tight as you possibly can. Like this vehicle. This is a speed run vehicle. It's built to go fast down these roads. And that's what it does. This truck has heart. All my vehicles are special, but this one's special because it's my first truck. And it's the truck that started this whole YouTube channel. It started everything that we've been doing here. It's the first world record I ever got. It's real special. It's a real special truck to me. I had a lot of special times. You guys probably saw my old videos running with Zaki and his B5 and stuff. Man, running with his Slash. Man, we had some good times. I miss the Zach track. Dang, such a good track. So I got another place. I may have told you, but I found a place for a great track. And I already started working on it. But the problem is, to build the features we need a water supply. Okay. Now, right next to the track I'm building lives my ancient mortal nemesis. And we never got along, and we fought several times. But I think it'll be a good religious experience for me to learn to love my enemy, soak up some pride, and a chance to apologize for being such a jerk, and talk him into using a little bit of his water. I saw these one guys build a BMX track with like a 5-gallon thing of water and then like one of those flower garden things, and some sandbags. It gives me an idea. Definitely, don't get me wrong, I love doing urban survival RC stuff. I love it. And I love going fast. I love speed runs. All that. But I miss track racing. Racing is my passion. Obviously, no one will race me on the streets because I'm obviously the king of the streets, but I'm not really the king of track racing anymore. But I would like to be again. The problem is there's no tracks around here. And the ones that do have are private. Me being the most hated guy around, good luck me getting one. I got a lot going on today. I gotta go. I'm trying to get pumped to go on like a 10-mile bike ride. Okay, so everyone that I offended, this is a public apology, and also apology letters will be sent out in the mail. Okay? So sorry for everyone offending in YouTube or real life. I know I could be very offensive, and for that I am sorry. I'm trying to be a good person, a good Christian. I'm trying to run this race team at the same time, and it's a lot of stress. You know, if we could only get some like financial help or something, you know, that would help ease the burden a lot. Alright, so if there's anybody out there that's a fan of the world's fastest channel and race team, and you got deep pockets, please donate to us, sir. You can go to our GoFundMe page or donate directly to our PayPal that's on our profile on our About Me page. Okay. Also, if you're a single lady between the ages of 18 years and 35 years old, you could buy me or rent me. I'm available. I'm boyfriend for hire. Let me for the right girl. Well, until she cheats on me and breaks dirt. Some habits die hard. You know, I quit a whole bunch of stuff that was bad for me. I just can't quit you, RC. I just can't quit you. Just the obsession, passion. Look at the first floor fenders on these things, you know? Oh, beautiful. That's such a beautiful body, man. I kind of wish it didn't have the engine cuts out in the back, but whatever. I found out a good way to mend bodies. It's not pretty, but it does the job. You may have saw what I did with my Roger the Rabbit. If you got a bunch of extra cracks or holes in the body, there's an easy way to fix it with a glue gun. What you do is take a glue gun, and then on the inside of the part you're trying to fix, you hold a paper towel or a newspaper or something like that, tissue, anything like that, and then open up the crack and put the glue in there, and then just hold it, you know, for a couple minutes till it dries. Bam, that body's repaired, just like that. So I could go through here. I could easily you could do big holes like this, no problem. No problem. If I didn't have so many darn errands to run, I would totally do that. Thanks for hanging out with us here in the world's fastest studio. I know I get too preachy and talk a lot of crap, but hey, you have to be confident to be the best in the world, okay? Ask any world champion, they'll tell you. You gotta be a little bit cocky. to maintain that edge. That's how it is, folks, in the real world. That's how it is in the world record game. I really don't want to ride my bike anymore. I really just want to chill and do RC stuff. Hang out with you guys, but sucks. Being an adult sucks. Being an adult, basically being an adult means that you have to constantly do stuff that you don't want to do. Yep. So if there comes a point in your life where you're constantly doing stuff you don't want to do, you're an adult. My back hurts so bad. I've been working so hard. I've been pushing my body and my RC cars to the max. I got in a fight with a tree the other day. Take it from me, folks. Don't fight trees, because they'll win every time. I'm a bloody stump. That tree is fine. I gave it everything I had. I punched it, I kicked it, I tried to rip it out of the ground. That tree did not budge. Oh boy, I got a long bike ride ahead of me, folks. I gotta ride all the way to Walmart, and then I gotta ride all the way to my bank on the other side of town. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, my shoes smell horrible. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Darnold D. Hey guys, you never guess who just stopped by? It's your boy Bumbles from Salt Lake, Texas. What's up, Bumbles? Oh, hey, Dirtle do, everybody. How you all doing with the Dirtle and the Bean and Dirtle do? It's your boy Bumbles. How's it going today, Bumbles? What are you up to? Just been doing my thing and Salt Lake and we ran into some mercy guys and I said, what's up, dude? Just do this and that. And so, bumbling and then I was bumbling, stumbling, Dirtle, and then he was like, Dirtle do, and I'm like, Dirtly do, this guy, Dirtly do. So how's the songwriting going? Oh, I got a new hit. It's called I Found a Place in Time. It's called West Virginia. It goes something like this. Oh, I love to hear it. Well, there was a time, there was a place, they were far away. There was a time and a place I wanna be. Could I pay then time is the place? It was the place that Bumble like to be. It was a pace. It was a time. It was a time in Bumble life when he was born. There was a time in Bumble when he born in West. Wow, that is really good, Bumbles. Thanks for stopping by and dropping that latest hit on us. So that's the freshest track from Bumble's new album called Bumblin' and Stumblin'. And all of his songs are about what Bumbles knows, and that's he was born in West Virginia, and he lives in Salt Lake, Texas. Okay, so we're moving on. All right, have a good one, Bubbles. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, hey, look who else showed up. Huh, small world. It's Dippy. Dippy, come over here. Hey, how you guys doing? What's up, guys? Hey, Dippy, what's up? It's your boy Dave here at World's Fastest Studio, and I'm talking to my friends here on YouTube. And we're going live. Oh, you're doing the live stream again. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, Dippy, so we're hanging out with World's Fastest ECX chimpanzee. It's kind of a big deal, Dippy. He's like, oh, yeah, I seen that thing. It's fast. Oh, yeah, it's very fast. It's the king of the streets around here in this neighborhood. Oh, yeah. So, what's been going on, Dippy? Oh, I've just been hanging around, man, doing this and that. I worked in a model trains, man. Yeah, I worked on the model trains, and yeah, we had a good old time. I was like, oh, cool, Dippy. Yeah, I used to work on model trains. That's what started it, really. I mean, I remember when I was like 3 years old, my dad built us a model train. Like, oh yeah, model trains, man, they're cool. Yeah, and he built a good one. I'll never forget it. And it was like hobby grade, like everything my father did. And I thought I saw a piece of the track from it the other day, and it struck a chord in my heart, man. Yeah. So, anyways, Dippy just met Skip. Dippy just met. You just met Bumbles. And look, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Bumble's just here. Yeah, Dippy. I was like, Dirt. He came over. He was like, Dirt'll do, and then he dropped a new number 2 song on us. And it was a hit. Of course, it was about West Virginians and Salt Lake, Texas. But yeah, he was hanging out and he dropped a hit on us and he left. He's like, oh, cool, man. Well, you're very boat. Dippy says, what's up? And I'll be like, okay, yeah, dude, for sure. For sure, he comes back. It's crucial. All right, Dippy. So, place you get the lab to make the IT guy down there. You know, have things stay safe. Me personally, I gotta go on like a 2 mile bike ride. Peace out, dude. All right, guys. So you got bubbles. Delbert. Remember Delbert? Delbert will probably be coming by later. Hey, how you hanging out, doing a live stream, you know? Oh, you live streaming? Yeah, dude. Oh, cool, man. All right, it's your boy Delbert. What's up? Like, all right, Delbert. So Delbert, stop by, say what's up. Some of my neighbors and imaginary friends. um, yeah, you will. There are side effects of being obsessed with RC or anything, really, for that matter. If your obsession goes off the deep end and off to the point, if your obsession with anything, I don't care what it is, but if it goes overboard, like off the rails, like over the deep end, like too far over the line, there's side effects. There are lasting side effects. One of the most obvious ones is, frustration, disappointment, mental anguish, thoughts of suicide. Stomach irritability, insanity. This guy. Yeah, I got 3 world records, but at what cost? At what cost? I gave up my sanity. I got 3 world records. It cost me my sanity. Insane. But the important thing is I'm in therapy, I'm on medication, and I'm improving. Okay. So keeping it on topic here. Here we have the world's fastest ECX amp MP in the 805 Traxxas X Max 8 scale gas body. Not my best body or my luckiest body, but it does the job. It definitely looks mean going down the road. Um, the good news is I ran into some really nasty wheelies with this body, and the power and that floppy little wheelie bar I made works great. Oh my god, it works so good. It works great. So even when this beast is up on a wheelie, I still have full control somehow, which is cool. I could just ride it for a little while or slap the brakes a little bit. But it sounds crazy because it's got all freaking steel gears. I don't like plastic gears, if you know that. It's got all steel and aluminum gears everywhere. So it's heavy in the rear end. The rear end is heavy. I put a bunch of aluminum parts in the front end to try to counterbalance it a little, and it did. But if you have ECX amp or any RC truck for that matter, you'll know that they all come very tail heavy for some reason. I don't know why. I don't like that. If you've been following along, I don't care if it's 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 8-wheel drive, or 100-wheel drive. I will set up every single one of my land vehicles exactly the same. I will set up every one of my RC vehicles, period, exactly the same. Helicopters, drones, and planes included. And you know how that is, folks? Well, if you're watching my videos, if you're a diehard fan, you know this. I believe in my soul that nothing beats a perfectly balanced vehicle And if you want a perfectly balanced vehicle, you have two options. If it's tail heavy, which it probably will be, I like my vehicles a little nose heavy, especially my helicopters. A little nose heavy. You can either add a bunch of weight, lead weights, and fishing weights and crap to the front. It looks like crap, and it's just adding overall weight to your vehicle. Or you could do what I do, and you could just make a new battery tray behind the front shock tower somewhere. That way it's still protected. You move all that battery weight, because the batteries are heavy, right, to the front. And I found out that works from anywhere from 2-cell to 6-cell. I strap them all to the front, and the weight is always good, like every time. So, internet 4-wheel drive vehicles should be perfectly balanced, but 2-wheel be a little towards the rear wheels. And I completely disagree. Speed roads, my bashing time to know that nothing beats a perfectly balanced vehicle. I got 3 world records to prove it. So I guarantee if you want to beat any of my records, your vehicle's next to that. I don't care whether it's 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 8-wheel drive, 16-wheel drive. Okay? Perfectly balanced vehicle. Don't add weight. Just move the battery where it's perfectly balanced. Make a battery there. Strap it down there. Do what you got to do. Fit it in there. The B4 was really tail heavy, but it still handled so good. Because buggies, it wasn't a big deal at all. The suspension's so good. But my truck's being tail heavy, it's unacceptable. Because nothing pisses me off more when you go off a jump and wants to do a backflip on you and it lands on the motor, cases in the motor. I'm thinking about going back to bashing. I got some really good bashing tires, guys, and I got a great ramp. I could do some bashing. So let me know if you guys want to see a bash video. I really got to get going soon. I'm kind of wasting a lot of time here. But I have a lot of you. You guys should be writing this stuff down. Life down. Issues. This may not be permanent. That's why I want to document everything. Nothing's perfect. Okay, in the case of huge gaping holes in your Lexan bodies, in whatever bodies, you're probably going to need something more sturdy than like paper plate or a tissue or something like that. You're probably going to need like something like cardboard. So see this huge gaping hole here in the back? This one's yellow. Hi. Yeah. Look at that. I could put like my whole fist through it. That's so a motor can breathe. A nitro motor. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't do nitro anymore. I used to with planes back in the day. I don't do nitro anymore. Not that electric is reliable or anything, because it's not. Unless you spend like huge dollars. But see, what I'm mastering is how to use eBay and Craigslist to your advantage. Find epic foreign finds on Craigslist and find all the parts and stuff you need cheap on eBay and win auctions. Like, dude, see these epic red freaking rally tires I've been jacking around with? Found those on eBay for $4. They were here in 2 days. That burn, if I don't go on a 10-mile bike ride right now, I'm going to have to wait until Monday. Sick of riding the bike. I already rode the bike like 10 miles this morning. I'm just burnt on it. I want to run this thing. But here's another good lesson about life, kids. Do your job first. First do what you have to do. Then do what you want to do. So do what you have to do first, and then do what you want to do next. That way it's all good. If you try to do it the other way around, things get complicated, you know? You want to keep things simple and balanced. It's all about balance. Like I talk about my vehicles being perfectly balanced. It's a metaphor for my life philosophy, how I believe you should all exist in the universe and everything should be perfectly balanced, in home, in harmony. I try to be perfectly balanced, and when I'm doing sports and stuff, my vehicles are all perfectly balanced. You better believe that they are, because I preach about it constantly. And a lot of guys, I see a lot of these guys adding like pounds and pounds of lead weights onto the nose of their cars and crap. And I'm like, don't you realize that's just adding to the overall weight, it's putting more stress on your vehicle, and it's making it a lot slower. You don't ever want to add overall weight. You, you need, if you need more nose weight, which is usually the case with these things, then you have to think outside the box, okay? You have to manufacture your own battery tray up by the front shock tower, because that's the strongest point on the front of your vehicle. You know me, I don't do anything fancy. I just use these old bungee cords, okay? And it works fine. And if you guys perfectly balance your vehicles, I don't care if they're two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, it makes no difference. But if you guys perfectly balance them, you will see a drastic change in handling and performance. I guarantee it. I love this truck so much. I just wish I could. I just wish I had. I just wish I had camber and toe-in adjustments. You know, but I don't. I don't. It sucks. Like I got it as close as like I made custom sway bars, and I got it as close as it could be, as I could make it by the eye, and it's still off. It's slowing me down, costing me a good 5-10 miles an hour, and it's eating up my tires fast. But luckily, you know, these tires are expendable. I mean, I got a huge bag of stockpile of rims and tires. When the rears finally do give out, I'm just going to glue these Street Fighter tires to these rims. They're both Pro Line and the same size. I'll fit right up. Yay! Um, now, like I said, the Pro Line Street Fighters, if you can afford them and if you could find them, and if you could put them on the rear axle, on the rear wheels of the two-wheel drive vehicles, or everywhere on the four-wheel drive vehicles, just forget it. You know, I don't know what they do at speeds of over 100 miles an hour, but I've seen what they do up to like 60, 70, and no problem. I mean, dude, these tires right here, guys. I don't know if you've heard about them. They're called Pro Line Street Fighters. Can you see them? How about that? There they are. Probably seen me use them to tread. They're epic. They're super sticky. You know what I mean? Like I can't believe it. Like I hit it, and it just does a backflip because they're so sticky. So for like speed runs and racing and drag racing and stuff, even does a little bit of grass and a little bit off road. You know, it still does a little bit of grass and a little bit. So look into it, folks. Street Fighter. I've also heard that anacondas are great when it comes to. I like the barcodes, and I also street tires. I have about five total sets of Proline tires. So somehow I've accumulated like a ridiculous amount of Proline stuff, and which is please just tickles me pink because I love Proline. It's by far my favorite stuff. I've never had GRP tires; I can't afford them. But people always give me their Proline tires. I'm like, man, I'll take that. Don't mind if I do. Because I love Proline stuff. I love Proline tires. But you know what? It's cool. It's cool that these have less traction because now I could do more drifty stuff. I could do it doesn't just do backflip because it's way less sticky than the Street Fighters. So a worn out pair of barcodes on the street is really nice. I have total control yet I could still do some drifting and some burnout type stuff, and it still moves on grass and dirt and stuff. But as far as traction goes, like overall traction and durability, you cannot beat the Street Fighter. If you can, like I said, if you can find it and afford it, it's the best tire out there, I think. It's heavy, but that's good. It's heavy and just, I can't grade it is. It's just outstanding. Outstanding. No, a good worn out pair of barcodes, Proline barcodes, is just as good, especially when you got rock crawler tires up front. It's my setup. I like to run. With this setup, I can handle most conditions. You know, it's, it's just like a drag truck, just a speed run vehicle. It's an urban survival vehicle. To have all the different types of vehicles. Sometimes you get the loose dirt. It's got to go straight on asphalt. You know, sometimes you have to turn real quick, go off, jump curbs. Do anything with this truck. It's not set up with bashing right now. If I set it up for bashing, I'll put my 4-inch monster truck tires all the way around. Okay, I'll raise the suspension to the roof. It's not set up for bashing right now. It's set up for speed runs and fun runs and urban surviving, which is what I do. Because when you think about it, I'm not just another speed run guy. I mean, I am, but I'm doing speed runs in heavy traffic at rush hour and stuff. So I'm more of like a high speed urban RC, and that's what I think I'm going to change my channel to. Or I'm an RC street outlaw. That's what I am. I like to race full size cars down the street, and I like to smoke high performance cars as they come down the street because I'll smoke them. I'll go in the wrong lane and I'll just pass right by them, and they'll get pissed. Their $80,000-$100,000 car gets smoked by a little 110 truck. Ain't no ordinary truck. You guys watch my old videos, like the first year of the stuff I did. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this thing. I learned a lot about life in RC because of this vehicle. We went through a lot of stuff together, as you guys may have saw. I've rebuilt basically the entire thing several times. This recent rebuild was just next level. Like every time I rebuild it, it comes back stronger. It just kills me. The only thing is the alignment. That's what's pissing me off. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do cardboard to repair my body because cardboard's gross once it gets wet and dirty and stuff. I'm thinking like thin plastic. Thin plastic would be good. You know, something like a 2-liter bottle. Like cut a little piece out this bigger than the hole, and put it behind the hole, and then use super glue to glue it in. Oh, that'd be a good fix. Because I think the giant gaping holes in the truck bed are affecting the overall aerodynamics of this thing because it gets pretty squirrely. And the ECX is trying to shake this body off because it doesn't like it. But I think it looks bitchin'. So I think the ECX is gonna have to deal with it. I think it looks sick. I tested it yesterday and it's definitely fast. The guys take me off the line with their little baby pinions, you know. They scoot me off the line. But see, then at the big end, here I come. Here I come at the big end, bumbling, stumbling, one. All right. I don't know if this $20 motor can handle 1/1 gearing, but we're gonna find out. You know, I was thinking like, why does it have to be 34 tooth? Why can't it be? Why can't you have? Why can't you have a 37 tooth pinion and a 37 tooth spur? Why won't that work? That's what I have 37 tooth. I don't want to buy two 34s. But I will. 34 seems to be the magic number, you know. But fine, whatever. 34 it is. All right. Well, I got to get going. I got a big long mission to do. I know it sounds crazy and dumb, but I actually think I need to strap a camera to my foot. I have a foot cam. Because that's down where this thing is, down where my feet are. And that way I could just point my foot wherever the car goes. And it'll be a nice low angle and it'll look awesome. I think I just need to have a foot cam. So when my new mini camera gets here, hopefully I can make a foot cam harness for it. I'm thinking that would be cool. Don't you guys? I've been strapping it on my chest, and that's actually working pretty good, I think. Um, Depending on, I'll probably make a head harness too. So I'll probably have a foot and a head just to get different camera angles. I watch the top speedrun guys, and they all use head cameras. Some of them use tripods. I don't honestly care. Just as long, it matters that it works. You know, at this level of the game, everything's got to work. Okay. You don't want to go dead stick out there in rush hour traffic when you're racing full size cars and they're trying to run you over, right? And that happened to me. You saw it yesterday. I freaked out. I just can't keep dropping F bombs and cussing out people in public and stuff, raging in public, or just at all. I need to find a way to control my rage. It's kind of hard when you're the Hulk. Hulk smash! Smash, Hulk smash! Look at this gun, guys. Look at this python here. I'm not gonna believe my arms. Look at my arms. They're ridiculous, man. They're ridiculous. I'm gonna take something like this. Look at this. Bop, 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 bop. All touch and feel. Let let the vehicle do what it wants to do, just more or less guide it and nurture it and show it love. Don't be too rough on your vehicles. Respect the engineering. Okay, sometimes when I have to film, I don't have my harness or whatever, and I have to ride a bike and do RC at the same time. I literally do like this. I reach my thumb as far as I can and work the throttle like this. It's so hard. And if you have to hit brake, I can barely reach. I can't hit brake and steering at the same time. So I think I'm looking into one-handed left and right controllers. If I could get a couple one-handed controllers, transmitters, and I got two functioning vehicles, you know what that means? Races all day. I can race myself, right? I don't want to ride all the way across town. I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling lazy. I'm gonna hang out here with you guys. I just realized it was Black Friday at Walmart, and that's where I have to go. And just thinking of what a zoo it's gonna be, it's not even worth it. And plus, the wind is gonna be in my face the whole way. Plus, I'm exhausted, and I already rode the bike pretty far today. I don't really feel like riding anymore. I'm exhausted. I am so sore and so tired just from raging so much these past couple days. I want to run this thing so bad, but I'm just so beat up right now. I just need to sit and unwind for a little while. Oh yeah, my back and my legs burn. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. want to go back out there, folks. If you watch my buddy Bicycle Ninja's channel, you'll know how horrible it is out there. For a regular white guy like me, it's a living hell. This morning, it's pretty rough. I had to ride a lot farther and a lot faster than I wanted to. I think I broke a new PB today. I was flying. On a flat front tire, I made the grocery store run and back in less than an hour. Less than an hour, probably. Which is incredible. Especially since they held me up. They blocked on me as usual. And I took about 10 miles. I'm supposed to ride all these errands, but I don't really feel like right now, guys. I'm just going to chill out, watch hockey. Just hang out, grind this thing, and let me know when it's time to go, and we'll go. Peace. Oh boy. Peace. Going on a mission. God bless. I'll be back. One love.